Hey guys, it's Billy. So let me just apologise first for my video getting on so late. I took a nap earlier because I was quite tired and I felt quite drained with my sugar levels being low. But anyway, I'm doing it now, so that's all that matters. So I just want to talk about how I'm dealing with diabetes, so it's kind of like an update. I've not been doing all that great, to say the least, because my sugar levels are still going up and down like crazy. I just want to let you know that, I've been having these mad like sugar cravings, and it's like driving me crazy because, I've ate sugar and everything since I was a kid, and having the diabetes is just like made us like detox from sugar completely. I've been craving like chocolate bars, crisps, sugary sweets, sugary candies, juice with sugar, biscuits with sugar, but I haven't done any of that. I haven't ate any of that. Well, not the sweets part anyway, and the juice part and the crisps part. But I will be honest, I did have a couple of cookies here and there. I did mention in a past video that I have been eating sugar-free cookies, but I couldn't help myself. It's so teeth-grittingly like hard right now, because I'm getting into that stage of just like maybe sugar toxins are like coming out of my body, but I'm just craving it something bad, and it's just, I've just been like, oh, I'll have one of those biscuits, but I haven't ate like 5 to 10 biscuits in one day. It's just been like one biscuit here, or one cookie there, or one chocolate digestive here, or one chocolate bourbon here, but it's not been like all in the same day, or like lots over in the week. I've had like this week. This is the only week I've did it, and I think I've had like maybe 6 sugary biscuits over the whole entire week, which I shouldn't have ate, but I ran out of jelly babies, and my sugars were low, so I had to eat something with a lot of sugar in it to get my sugars back up, because I can't take the insulin when my sugars are low, because it would send me into a hypo, which is quite dangerous as well. To let you know also that why this kind of week and a half hasn't gone great for me, because I've been having these awful mood swings as well. I had one just yesterday, and I felt like my head was going to explode, and I had to go for a walk, because it was like I even had this like argument with my partner Donald for no apparent reason, and I shouldn't have taken it out on him, but I just feel like I can't control this uncontrollable urge for anger. I don't know where it comes from. It just like hits me like bam, and then I'm like, oof, and it's like, because he's like the nearest person in the room, he kind of gets it, and I feel bad, I apologised to him today though, and I says to him I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have spoke to him that way. So I kind of feel horrible about that. But I think he understands. But he gives it back to me, so so I think that's kind of, I'm glad he doesn't. I'm glad he doesn't just sit there and let me give it to him when I shouldn't be doing it anyway. I'm glad he gives it back. Also, a week ago past Sunday, I was up, and I was just up and about the house, and I was doing a lot of washing, and so I was getting ready to take the washing outside and hang it outside, because it was a good day, and as I got up to go into the kitchen to take the washing out the machine, I got this like overwhelming rush of dizziness to the head, and I was like, and I kind of like just leaned into the kitchen doorway, and my partner Donald said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I think I just stood up too quick. I got dizzy." And he was like, "Just leave the washing, just sit down." And I was like, "No, I'll be fine. I just need to just settle for a second, and I'll be fine." Because when you stand up and you get that rush of blood to your head, and then once you're like take a minute you're okay after that, and that's what I thought it was. But boy was I wrong. Anyway, I was out hanging the washing, and my nephew came in the garden with his friend, and then he was asking me if he could borrow the football, but I didn't give it to him because it was my partner Donald's sister's grandkids' football. So anyway, so he was standing talking to me anyway, and I got this rush of dizziness to the head again, and I was literally leaning on the ropes like this. Oh God. And I actually said oh God because I felt like my whole body was like pins and needles, numb, tingly, and I felt like my body was just still and my head was going 90. It was quite scary actually, and I was like, right, okay, and I took the last thing out the basket and I hung it up on the rope, and I remember going to get the basket, and that's all I remember. But the weird thing is, like, I had this like weird vision, if it was. I don't think it was a vision. I just think it was something that was going on in my head while I was unconscious. It was like I was in this like white glowing room, and I was like strapped to this chair, and there was this like figure walking back and forward, and they were at computers more advanced than our computers today, and it was kind of scary actually, because I couldn't see what the figure looked like, or I couldn't tell if it was like human or a humanoid or an alien thing. But you know, like I say, it was just all going in my head when I was like unconscious kind of thing. But it was quite scary, and when I came to, like when I came to myself and I was actually starting to see where I was, I actually woke up in this recliner chair here, and my partner Donald, he was just like walking back and forward, and he came over to me once he saw I was awake, and he was asking how I was, and obviously I felt knackered, I felt drained, and he said he didn't know if it was a epileptic fit or if I just passed out, but he did say that my body was like straining, like really pushing out like this, but he didn't see my body jerking. But it could have happened, my body could have been jerking before he came out and seen me. But if it wasn't for my nephew being there, and going in and telling Donald that what happened, God knows how long it would have took Donald to come outside and notice how long I'd been unconscious for. So I'm kind of glad my nephew was there. So yeah, so that was really scary for me, and that was quite terrifying, and I don't think I want that to happen again. But I want to talk to you another thing about hypos. A lot of you probably know what hypos are, because you probably had it explained to you from the nurse. But I just want to explain this anyway. I got this in case I ever have a hypo. The nurse said it might not happen, but it's best to have one on hand anyway. It's in a case like this, and it's called glucagon injection 1 milligram vial. So I just want to show you what this is. If I could get the thing open. Oh my god, a tiny little sticky tape was holding it down. It was that hard to get it open. Anyway, so in here you have the hydrochloride, 1 milligram glucogen, and this little here with the also have the it's called solvent for the glucogen, sorry. So this is just like in here, this is just like powder, and this is like solvent. It looks like water, but it's not water. I actually thought it was water, but it's not water. And if you know someone who has diabetes and they drop down to the ground and they go into a hypo, which is like a coma state, you have to inject this solvent into this powder, wait till this powder dissolves into liquid, take it back out into the syringe, and then just jam it into your friend or your family or your loved one who's ever suffering with diabetes. I also want to just say that it's really, really important that you have this with you if you are out for the whole day, like if you go out in the morning and you don't come back till maybe night time, or don't come back till the next day, make sure you've got this with you in case you go into a hypo, in case anything like that happens. You know, I think it's I forgot the word to use, but it's really important that you take it with you. I don't need to take it all the time. I don't need to take it everywhere with me, because I rarely leave the house, and when I do, it's usually for about half an hour or an hour, so usually by then I've taken the insulin that I need. But like if I was out for a whole day, like if I went out in the morning and I didn't come back till like late at night, or didn't come back till the next day, I would definitely carry this with me, just in case if I went into a hypo, because it's very important that I'd have this on me, because if I ever went into a hypo or a coma and I didn't have this on me, it could be dangerous to my health, so I wouldn't want that. So just keep that in mind, that this needs to be with you if you're ever going about the house longer than a day, or 2 days, 3 days, even a week. Just make sure you've got it on your time. I wanted to quickly mention as well, just before I go, this is glucogel. I don't know if anyone else has got this who is on diabetes type 1 or type 2, but all you have to do, like, is it's like in a toothpaste kind of tube shape. It's fast acting dextrose gel. It's actually for your glucose levels, which is kind of basically your sugar levels as well. That's what it helps with. What you do is you just you have to keep it stored in a fridge, just let me say that first. And if your glucose levels or sugar levels are like below low, you have to take this and like put it in the side of your cheek here and rub it in and wait till it dissolves a little bit, then like just let it slide down your throat, and it will go into your bloodstream or your sugar stream, whatever, and it will help your sugar levels come back up again. So this is only like if you really need it. Like I've been told that I could eat, like if my sugar levels get lower, that I could eat 5 jelly babies. Excuse me. Excuse me. So if you do have this and you don't have the jelly babies, please get this and keep maybe one tube on you. Keep it in your pocket or your shoulder bag, or if you're a female, keep it in your purse, whatever, just in case if you're feeling kind of like, because when your sugar levels are really low, you do start to feel kind of faint and dizzy and weak and tired. I get like this all the time. So it's kind of important to have these on hand as well. One more thing before I go, I got myself a new Instagram account. I will leave that down. I will leave the details, like how to follow me on Instagram, down there. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter also. I just want to say to all my subscribers, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I love you all, and I hope I get more subscribers. So I think that's kind of all for today. My update on my living with diabetes and the hypo, and just a little information about hypo and what you need if you ever go into a coma. So I think I'm okay with that today. But I will go for now, and I will see you next time. The next time I make, well, I won't see you, but you'll see me. Until my next video, you guys, stay beautiful. I love and care for you all, and I hope you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Like I said, I will leave the details down below, and if you have any comments or any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them the best I can, and I will get to you as soon as I can. So until my next video, you guys, stay beautiful. Bye.